Hi everyone, it's Miss Sullivan talking about, well, what it says here, adding and subtracting integers. So, what's an integer? The set of whole numbers and their opposites. It's your positive counting numbers, 0 to infinity. Note whole numbers, not fractions and parts of numbers, whole numbers. So positive counting numbers, 0 to infinity, and their opposites. That's moving back in that direction. So your negatives, your zeros, and your positives, and your negatives. So obviously number lines are a great way to represent a set of integers. Sometimes we call a set of integers Z. So Z might equal that set of integers. Important for later. But let's move on. We all know that there is in fact nothing less than nothing. So why do we have negative numbers? They're a really important way to measure stuff. Temperature is one example, but it's probably easier to think about money. So negative numbers are mega important in the world of money. I want to be moving to the right. If I'm moving to the right, I'm increasing my assets. When I start moving left, I'm increasing my debt. So let's have a look at addition. Adding a positive number, first thing we've ever learnt to do, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 1 plus 1 equals 2. We know you're increasing an asset, smiley. So adding a positive, increasing an asset, that's all right. We're moving right because we're adding a positive number. Let's just check. So when we add a positive number, we start where the sum tells us to start. So this one's telling us to start at -2. Sorry about this. The way it's set up, it's kind of awkward. But so it's I'm a bit unco. But starting at -2, we move forward 1, 2, 3, 4. We move to the right 4 paces and we get to 2. -2 plus 4 equals 2. We move to the right 4 places. We're adding a positive because we know that this really means plus 4. We just don't bother adding the plus. We know all about it. We just assume it's there. Now let's look at adding a negative number. When we add a negative number, we're increasing our debt. Increase your debt, step to the left. We're headed in this direction. So let's have a look at this sum. 3 plus -5. So I started with 3 and then I'm minusing 5. I'm increasing a debt. -5, so I've got to head left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2. 3 plus -5 is -2. We're moving to the left. Really, we're just taking 5 away from 3. Heading to the left, increasing your debt. All right. Having a little look now at subtracting a positive number. Now we are decreasing our asset. Makes us sad. We're moving to the left. Think about it. I had 3. Let's start at 3. And I'm giving away, well, I'm decreasing my asset by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm decreasing my asset. I'm heading to the left. All right, that's pretty obvious. This is the only really tricky part, subtracting a negative number. Now, the way I want you to think about minusing a minus is that you're decreasing your debt. If your dad lent you $10 and then he said, forget about it, he just decreased your debt. All right, move to the right. If you're decreasing a debt, you're actually in a better financial position. You're going the way you want to be moving, up to the right. Let's have a little bit of a look at this one. What do I mean? Sometimes when we take away, this sign here doesn't always mean minus. Sometimes it means difference. And like we're talking about at the moment, we're talking about decrease, this sign meaning decrease. So let's have a look here. We'll put brackets around here to clear it up. We've got this number here, -5, and we're taking away -5. Or perhaps we're asking, what's the difference between -5 and -5? What's the difference between -5 and -5? If I had -5 and I took -5 away, I'd end up with 0. I had a debt of 5, -5, and -5 just got taken away. Now I'm at 0. I've moved to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paces. The difference between -5 and negative 5 is 0. I had $5 in debt, then I decreased my debt by $5. This is brilliant. Let's look at a different example. So sometimes we can think about what's the difference. The difference here is 0. I've moved to the right, subtracting it, decreasing a debt. All right. Let's have a look at this one. 4 minus 2. I'm decreasing my debt by 2. When I see this little minus followed by a minus, I know it's really a plus, because decreasing a debt, here a debt of 2, involves moving to the right. So 4 minus 2, 1, 2, is 6. Let's have a look at another one, just to clear it up. Negative 4, I know that's negative 4, decreasing my negative 4 debt by negative 8. I see my little minus together, and I know that it really means, I know that these two really mean plus. I'm decreasing a debt. I'm moving to the right. So let's have a look. We'll start at negative 4, and I get to decrease my debt by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. I'm on 4. Brilliant, hey? It's like I owed my dad $4, and then my nan gave me 8. I handed 4 back to my dad, and I got to keep 4. So let's have a little look here. We'll just have 4 more practices, 1 of each. So if I'm negative 2 plus 6, remember number lines go both ways. This time I don't want to move to the right. This time, when it comes to money, I want my bank balance going up. So let's see, negative 2 plus 6. I'm headed in the upwards direction. Let's start at negative 2, and I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. Negative 2 plus 6, 4. Love it. Now we've got 2 minus negative 4. Oh, I'm decreasing a debt of 4. I'm also headed in the upwards direction. So I know that 2 plus 2, actually the minus is a plus. I'm headed up. Let's start at 2, and we'll move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Equals 6. Let's have a look at this one. 3 plus negative 4. I'm increasing a negative 4 debt. I'm headed down. So let's start at 3, and we'll basically taking away 4. We're adding $4 worth of debt. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at negative 1. Let's have a look at this one. Negative 1 minus 3. What am I doing? I'm increasing a debt, because we know that this is really plus 3. So negative 1, let's start here, and we're headed downwards. We're increasing our debt. 1, 2, 3 equals negative 4.